So yesterday, as I was vlogging, we had a huge issue with the washing machine. Me and my big mouth, as I was like doing my laundry, I was vlogging, okay, and I literally mentioned in that video about how like we had a new washing machine that was like the one that we currently have is a new one, because like around 6 months ago our old washing machine actually broke down because I put too much load in. So I stuffed it too much and it became too like overloaded, too much water, and it just got stuck, and we ended up having to like pry it open. Water leaked everywhere right into our kitchen. We'd spent ages cleaning it up, and in the end the washing machine was just broken, so like our landlord had to like replace it and get a new one. So like the one that we currently have, the washing machine, is basically brand new because it's like only 6 months. It's only been like 6 months. And I mentioned that as I was doing my load, and I was like, oh, in that vlog, if you guys see, I say, oh, you know, I'm gonna split my laundry like into like 3 parts because I don't want to like overstuff it and break it again. And guess what happened? It got stuck, but not because I overloaded it, because I was being very, very careful. But basically I thought initially it was my fault, but because whilst it was still on its cycle, the first cycle, by the way, it got stuck and it wouldn't move, and it was flashing lights, and the water was still there, so we can see through like the window. The water was still there, like the soapy water, clothes were still soaking wet, and we tried turning it on and off. We tried unplugging it, plugging it back in. We tried like changing the mode to like spin and drain to see if it would like drain out the water, but it wouldn't. And I was like, oh my god, I thought I jinxed it. I genuinely thought I jinxed it, and it took 2 freaking hours. Even though in that vlog I like only show like short clips, because I did vlog yesterday, because I was too busy like trying to help out with this method. We were both trying to figure out what was wrong with the washing machine, and it was Sunday yesterday, which meant that the house like landlord people, agents, they won't even pick up the call because it's Sunday. They don't answer their calls on the weekend. They don't do anything on the weekend. And I had like so much laundry to do. I was like, oh my days. And I was like, oh, me and my big mouth, I think I opened it and I think I jinxed it so badly. But not even jinx it. I know like jinxing is horrible, but you know when you just say something's good and then it just immediately becomes bad. It's like that, like a coincidence, let's say. It was so frustrating, guys. It took us so long. We were like trying to pry it open, it wouldn't open, and I was searching on YouTube like the model on make of that washing machine, trying to find that the plug, the filter where you have to like get it out and like clear out the gunk, because sometimes you can have like blockages that stops the water from draining out, which is what was the issue. Basically it wasn't because I overloaded it, like trust me, it wasn't. There was even more, like there was more than enough space for the water, and there was like gap from with both the water and the clothes. There was still a gap inside, we can see from the window. It was stuck, and we had to pull the washing machine out. I think I only filmed a bit again because I was like too busy freaking out. I didn't like film properly. Pulled the washing machine out from underneath the sink, oh my god. And then we got a bucket out. We like Ismet did it, I didn't do any. I wasn't touching any of that stuff. It was gross. He unplugged it and he was like shaking it vigorously onto a bucket to try and get the gunk out. He like shined the light in. It was such a big headache, guys. Like yesterday's plan was like I was so thrown back, because I thought I can get the laundry done within like an hour, like do all the look, because I always do a quick wash. Like we don't get our clothes muddy or anything. We don't need like a big wash. We just do a quick 20-minute wash and then spin and drain. And then it was sunny, so I wanted to dry the clothes in the garden, so I wanted to get it done within an hour, and it ended up just taking so long. We watched so many YouTube videos, and then finally they were like underneath the sink, because you know that's where the water runs from the drainage outside to the garden. He unplugged it, and I'm telling you guys, what came out on the other side of the garden, which I showed in my vlog, it was like an orange piece, like the fruit. But the thing is, we haven't eaten orange for months. I'm telling you guys, every time we buy oranges before, it would be like sour and gross, so I just stopped buying oranges altogether, which is, I know it's bad, but trust me, we just drink orange juice. We don't actually have any oranges in the house for the last like couple of months. I can promise you guys that. Just stick with bananas and grapes and apples, no oranges. I just know that for sure. I have no idea how an orange managed to, like, not an orange, but like a big chunk of an orange got stuck in there. It didn't look rotten, it looked relatively fresh, so I have no clue how it even got there, guys. It finally came out after 2 hours of him like yanking it. He was like shaking it vigorously. I'm telling you guys, it was such a huge pain. And I got like a bucket out. I caught this like gunky, disgusting, greasy water. Oh my god, that was in the vlog as well. He used like a toothbrush to shove it up inside the drain. He was swirling it around, and then it just emptied out into a bucket, and I was like, good lord. Finally, after 2 hours, after like getting all that gunk out, the water, like I think the block released, and then all the water came running outside in the drainage pipe in our garden. And then finally the washing machine then like carried on its cycle, and I was like, alhamdulillah, like, oh my days, like, mashallah, like, please don't stop working again. I was so like frustrated. I thought it was my fault. I thought I broke the washing machine again, especially because it's only 6 months old. That's basically brand new. It's just straight, like, fresh out of the packaging. And I was so like, oh my god, you know. And we just can't afford, like, we won't be able to pay it ourselves and get like a washing machine. Like, you kidding me? And how am I gonna wash my clothes? I'm not washing shit by hand, like, no. And yeah, yesterday I was so stressed out about that, guys. I was just like, oh, there's just something, always something to stress about. The day before that was Zia's like measles fear. We went to A&E, we were freaking out because we thought it was measles, and thank goodness, alhamdulillah, again, mashallah, it wasn't. She wasn't sleeping. I didn't sleep for the last night I slept, but I'm talking about Thursday and Friday. I didn't sleep. Neither of us slept, me or my husband, and it was just like, oh. I feel like whenever we have like issues, before one issue gets resolved, there's another one already in play. Yeah, this week's just last week was just very exhausting, and I think washing machine was the final draw. I was ready to like get rid of last week and just move on to a brand new week.